Welcome to today's video where we are looking at copy and paste. And I know what you're probably thinking, sounds like a scam. It doesn't sound realistic, and I appreciate that. However, I'm going to share with you the method. And look, the copy and paste element to this is about 90%. There is going to be a couple of other little bits we need to do, but it's all simple. We don't need money, we don't need skills, and we do not need any experience. Now, I know this method works because I've done this method myself. I also know someone in the community who's tried this method, and I'll share with you their results in a second. But ultimately, if you are looking for a simple and an easy way to start earning, a little bit of side hustle money, then this will be perfect for you. And here's the cool thing, we can do this on multiple platforms. So literally, we'll walk through this from start to finish. If you found the video useful, give it a like. I'd really appreciate that. Any questions, leave them down below. But let's dive into it, okay? So I'll show you this really quickly. So let me come over here. So you can see here, as you can see, right, and this is over inside of the community. Someone did this exact method that I'm going to share with you today on one platform. As I mentioned, you can try this on multiple platforms. Now, the end result here is, you can see, £460 and 18 pence profit for the month. Now, I'm in the UK, so that's a little over $500 profit in a single month doing what I'm going to share with you today. It's not difficult, it really isn't. So let's start at the beginning with this method, okay? So I've come over here onto Etsy. Now, as I mentioned, it's not just Etsy. I'll share with you multiple platforms where you can look at this entire method, okay? So over on here, let me scroll to the top so you can see this. On Etsy, I've just typed in kids bed with slide, and I can see here there's 18,000 people a month searching for a kid's bed with a slide, okay? Now, whenever I'm shopping, whether it's on Etsy, Amazon, eBay, it doesn't really matter. I always do the same process whenever I'm looking for something. And obviously, like here, I'm actually looking for a kid's bed with a slide. And I was looking at different options, okay? And I came across this one here. Now, this doesn't have a slide, but it does have a slide, a sliding mattress underneath. So I've clicked on here, okay, and I've come into their shop, and I can see this is it. So now, obviously, these are the pictures on Etsy, so they have these different, cushions on here, throws and other bits. But essentially, it's this wooden frame here with a pull out. You can see here. In fact, let me see if we've got a different picture of it. Again, no. You see, they make the picture look lovely, but essentially, it is this here, this wooden bed frame, okay? So whenever I'm looking at any product online, I always do the same thing. I right click on this and I click on search image with Google. And then basically what this allows you to do is over on the right hand side here, it will show you that image online wherever else it's selling, basically. So if I scroll down here, I can see, we've got listings on Etsy over here. We've got a listing for this product on Wayfair, and it's the same product. It's just got different, cushions on here. Come down here, again, more listings on Etsy, and you can just scroll through and you can find, look, we've got one over here. Bambi, this one here, in stock. So all I do on here is I literally click some of these different tabs. Now I can see here, this is £253. Over here, same one, on this website here, it's £113 and 60 pence. So I could go ahead and buy this product here for a lot cheaper than what I could get it for over on Etsy. And then again, it doesn't matter what you're looking at, whether you are looking for a bed or whether you are looking at anything. If you do this little tip here where you right click and search for it online, you will find out if it's selling somewhere a lot cheaper. So let me show you another example. So here I have got this here, this Victoria traditional bed frame, £339. So if I come into the listing here, and again I just did the same process, right clicked it and searched for it, guess what? I found the exact same one on Amazon for, you can see here, £99 and 99 pence, and it is literally the same thing. Okay, look, we can see here's the details of this. Okay, let's go back over to Etsy and have a look at the listing, and you can see, look, it's the same, it's the exact same thing, obviously different cushions. And then again went over here onto eBay, and look, here's the same product, the exact same one. So you can see over here, so someone is selling this product, let me just get rid of this, someone is selling this product on eBay for £359. They've sold 3 of them and they've got 7 available. Someone is selling the exact same one over here on Etsy for £399, for £400. And we can see on here, they've got 34 sales. Now, the sales on here are not just for this item, they are in this person's shop, okay? So a lot of people get confused by this. So if I click on here now, I can go into their shop and basically have a look at what they're selling. So if I scroll down here, we can see they've had 34 sales, and what are they selling? They are selling beds. Pretty straightforward and simple. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to scroll down here and have a look at this here. So look at some of the different reviews for this. So I can see different, look, great price for this. And if I was to click on here, it will show you the different the different products whereby they've been given feedback for it. Okay. So, you know, how do you make money with, and look, this is just one example. We've looked at eBay, Amazon, Etsy. You can also do this with Facebook. You can do it with your own website. I know people who are doing this exact method, and they're opening up shops on Facebook and doing this. Now, this method here, people get a little bit confused with this. They think it is called drop shipping. It's not called drop shipping. It is called arbitrage, and it's basically whereby we are finding a product online and we are selling that product at a marked up price. And once that product sells, we then go onto one of the other platforms and we buy the product from there using the money which somebody has given us to buy the product, and we have it sent to them. And you can do this in lots of different ways. Honestly, you can do this with Walmart, you can do it with catalog companies. And in fact, over here inside of the Not Taught at School University, I'll walk you through. There's a number of ways for this. So if I come down here to e-commerce and click on retail arbitrage, there's a full section on this. So if you are in the university, go through and have a look at this, and I give you live examples of this. You know, you finding different products to flip using Amazon for this, free tools that you can use for this method. But as you saw at the beginning of this video, it works. It absolutely works. So what is the method and how do you do this yourself? Well, literally, you've got a number of options. You can decide on a category or a niche and then go and do a bit of research and find products. And then we are looking for the same product online at a lower price. And all we're doing is with any of these items, all we're doing is we're coming into one of them, as we've done over here on Etsy. We right click on the product and we click on search image with Google. And then we just basically see if we can find that same product online elsewhere a lot cheaper. Now going back to this example over here with, sorry, let me close this. With this over here on Amazon, it's £99 and people are selling it over here on eBay for £359. So, and if I come into the actual listing, we can see they've sold 3 of these. So if we was doing a bit of, you know, product arbitrage between eBay and Amazon, obviously you would need to take into account the fees, and it's the same with Etsy, okay? But how it works is you put a listing up. In this, we'll go with the example of eBay. We would put a listing up of this. So we would copy this here and we would just change this around. But essentially, we are putting a listing up to sell this item over here. Once that item sells and you receive the money from the buyer, you can then jump over onto Amazon or anywhere else and have that company or Amazon send it to your buyer. The great thing about Amazon is you can put in the gift option in there, so it takes away the price and the other stuff. But either way, this method works. I've seen people absolutely crushing it with this method using the Facebook Marketplace. It's a great way to sell products on there, and obviously you don't have to take into account the fees. But fees are something we need to look at. But let's just continue with this example over here. So we're selling it on eBay for $359. We can buy it on Amazon for £99. So let's see how we would do this. So obviously, if I come back over here onto eBay, go onto this one down here, you also have the option normally on eBay where it says, look here, have one to sell it yourself. You click on there and it literally put the listing on eBay for you. And then all we're doing is we could copy this and then change bits around with this. We could even come over here to Amazon and again change bits around here. But essentially we're putting in this information down here. So, from copy and pasting, how much can you make with this? Well, let's have a look on a quick eBay calculator. Okay, so this one here is called eCal. There are a number of these, but I found this one simple and easy, and it's free. So all we do on here is, we have it on the Buy It Now tab. Then we scroll down here, and basically we've got to put some information into here. Okay, so category, I'm going to leave it on basic fees. I'm going to leave store level on no store, and I'm also going to leave this as a free listing because eBay allows 20 listings per month for free. Now, come down here, we need to put in a price. So if I go back over onto eBay, they're selling this item at £359. So to start with, I would put my item like this on eBay, and I would undercut the market basically to try and get my listing to go up the rankings on eBay. So I would put this at say £319 like this. Shipping and handling, and we're going to charge them shipping and handling. No, I'm not. I'm going to scroll down here. I'm going to leave this on 1. Scroll further down the page, and I'm just going to skip past all of this stuff down here. Now, this is the important part. Item costs. I know the item on Amazon costs $99.99. And then over here it says true shipping and handling costs. Well, that's 0 as well. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to click on calculate. And what this will tell me here is if I was to put this listing over onto eBay, I can see exactly my profit and also my fees, because people forget about the fees. But if I scroll down here, we can see how much it will cost us to list this if it wasn't using the free list. If it wasn't using the free listings, we can see the total number of fees here, so PayPal fees and eBay fees. But then if we come over here, we can see, breaking this down, eBay and PayPal fees, item cost, total expenses, total selling price, and total profit. So if I was to go with this method and sell that one item on eBay, I would make the grand total of £175.71. That's a little under $200 from one listing where I've copy and pasted. It's straightforward and simple. I think you will agree. And as I've mentioned, okay, we can try this method on a number of platforms. Now, eBay and Amazon, they're not, they don't particularly like you doing this method, but that's not to say people aren't doing it, because I know people are doing it and I know people are making money with this method. The same goes for Etsy. But also, as I mentioned previously, if I was going to try this method nowadays, I would personally, I would go down the Facebook route and literally set up a Facebook shop or some listings on Facebook Marketplace, because obviously with that, we wouldn't need to be paying any fees. And yeah, I would just have the item shipped from wherever I was buying it from to the buyer on Facebook. That is exactly what I would do. But obviously, whenever you are doing this method, you need to take into account any fees for this thing. And here we've looked at eBay, Amazon, Etsy. You can also look at huge websites. You can look at Walmart. Over in the UK, there's like Poundland, Poundshop. Believe it or not, you can even find products on there that you can sell. I've done videos on this in the past, okay? So look, that is today's video. It's straightforward, it's simple, and it will just take a little bit of time and effort. And all you need to remember is whenever you are doing this method, wherever you are, whichever picture you're looking at, just right click it and come down here and search images with Google. People do this method with the traditional drop shipping, the drop shipping method, whereby they would find products like this which are selling. They would then go over to Alibaba or AliExpress or even DHgate, get those products imported, and then they would literally start making money, start selling the products and making money that way. There's lots of ways you can do this, but if you are starting out, you don't need any money, because how it works is you put your listings up. Once your item sells, you get the money, and then you can use that money to buy the product and send it over to your buyer. And as I've seen, it works. I've done this method myself. I personally know people who are doing this. It just takes some time and effort. And if you are in the university, then you can come over here into the e-commerce category and go through this. And there's lots more stuff in here for you. And that's one method of making money online. There's many, many more. So any questions, leave them down below. As always, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.